doing it. Some of you have the gift, but you don't use the gift. Some of you have more than one gift. I watched Johnny when I was little. Arlene and Johnny, they sang. I went to those revivals. I camped down there too with Arlene and Johnny down in Carrizo. We washed up in Carrizo Creek for about a week with Johnny. That was with my cousins, Curtis's. The Curtis family. If you know the Curtis family, you're blessed. I know for us, the Mileses, I don't think we thought we knew anybody cooler than the Curtis family. And I mean cool in a good way. Always wearing black. Curtis is always dressed sharp. Curtis has always knew the good movies. Always had the best records. Always had style. That inspired me. That influenced me. Yeah, I'm an artist. Yeah, people know who I am, but that don't matter. Because I learned it from my older brothers and sisters. I learned it from watching you. Johnny's first record came out 1975. And if I can remember, I think it was called Apache Country Gospel. And I remember we were sitting in that house in South Phoenix and somebody showed it to us. We got the first copy. It was orange and black with artwork by Bear Curtis. And we lifted that record up and we turned it around and we turned it around and we read all the words and we looked at all the art and we were so proud. We were like, oh my God, he made a record. Just like all the other music stars, he had his own record. Johnny broke new ground. I'm here to tell you, Johnny was not just a good guitar player. Johnny was a musical genius. You see, when you take country, and you take gospel, and you take blues, and you take rock, and you mix it with soul, and you live out on the res in the middle of nowhere, and you create a whole new style, that's called genius level at work. When you mix blues, rock, country, psychedelic music, and you can't tell one starts and one stops, that's called genius level artistry. When you blend things together where people can't tell, all you know is it feels good. It feels good in here. It feels good in here. It still feels good. Johnny's first record is 75, 76. But he kept going. 45 years in the ministry, and 35 records later. 35 records. If you got those records, those LP vinyl records, they're probably very, very valuable right now. And I remember Johnny eventually got on a record label called Canyon Records. And he blew our mind again. That's why Johnny inspired us. He did what we thought most Indian people don't do this stuff. Johnny was the trailblazer. Johnny knocked the doors down so a lot of other Indian musicians can go in. Johnny took a lot of those old country gospel songs and he electrified them. He put a new sound, but did not change one bit of his love for Jesus. Johnny's love for Jesus stayed constant. His commitment to the gospel stayed constant. His love for God never changed, never moved. You can hear it in every record. You can hear it in every chord. You can hear it in every verse. Johnny was a musical genius, and I'm sorry if you don't like that, hearing that. She said, say it again. I said, Johnny was a musical genius. I'm sorry, hater. You know the devil tried to stop it. You know there's haters. I'm sure there's people that were jealous of Johnny's gift and talent. You can't stop God. You can't stop when God blesses you. No man can curse you. You couldn't stop Johnny Curtis. Amen. He knew that was his calling. Do you know what your calling is today? Please know. If you don't, there's a handful of ministers up here that will sure pray for you and help you find it when this is over. These brothers and sisters are up here to help you. Johnny was here to help us. Johnny was here to guide us. Johnny was here to lead us to a better way, to a higher way. God said, my thoughts are not your thoughts. But God used Johnny with the gift of music. Just like he used King David. In the days of Solomon, in the days of David, playing on the songs on the harp. Johnny knew the word. Johnny was an extremely influential artist and musician in Indian country. It might be another 50, 100 years till we see another Johnny Curtis. Or it might be you in another 2, 3, 5 years. If you give your life to the Lord. If you say, Lord, use me. Lord, use these hands. Lord, touch these fingers. Lord, touch these fingertips. Lord, touch my voice. God, I want to sing for you. God, I want to play for you. God, I don't want to play in the bar no more. I said, God, I don't want to play in the bars and the speakeasies anymore. I want to play for you. I want to lift you up. I want to lift up the nations. Johnny lifted up the nations. Johnny preached and sang about liberty. The Bible says where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's liberty. The Spirit of liberty brings joy. Joy breaks yokes. This is why when you went to hear Johnny play, you left changed. You left transformed. Oh, Johnny's transformed now. He's transformed into the kingdom of light, and so will you be if you give your life to the Lord. I want to thank the family, the Curtises, for blessing us all these years with their love and their goodness, and never judging us, never judging or being judgmental, always accepting us, and always being very cool to us, making us feel accepted. Even I as a little kid. Yeah, I looked up. I was just little. But I still remember Tootie. I still remember Barry. Barry, another big influence on me. I cannot shake the influence of Barry on my hard work. I never will. Walk into Barry's room in Superior. Big, big drawings. Amazing artist. 35 albums. 45 years in ministry. Johnny wants you to remember that you can do it too. I want to thank the Curtis family, Miles family, for raising me. Thank you, Virginia, for asking me to speak.
Thank you, Mr. Myers, for doing the eulogy for the Curtis family.